and is also affiliated with Jadavpur University, specializing as a digital forensic expert, cyber laws authority, and expert in public policy. While also fulfilling roles as a published author, speaker, mentor, and educator, he is recognized as a pioneer, being the first Indian to earn a doctorate in digital forensics, and was awarded the Young Scientist Award of the Indian Science Congress in 2010 by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, dedicating his mission to raising awareness about technology, frauds, and society through mentorship and guidance. We are honored to welcome you, sir, today. Without
Thank you.
further ado, I would like to hand over the mic to you, sir.
Thank you very much. Let me share my screen. I hope you can see my screen.
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay. So I will have, during the session, I will have a lot of questions and I would request people to unmute and answer, or somebody can type in chat. And maybe I will request you to please read out the responses which people are giving. So I will be talking about in next 45 minutes about how digital technology is being misused, what all can go wrong intentionally or unintentionally. Because today, invariably, whatever we do, booking a railway ticket to ordering food to you can think of anything and everything you do, you require digital technology in some way or other. We are doing almost everything using technology. We are probably dependent in some cases. For example, if we go and pay through UPI, and if the internet is not working or something happens with our phone, we are basically not able to make any payments, and we will be anxious and we will have a lot of mental health issues also, right? So technology is making us dependent, and it also is causing some of the mental health issues, but then it is also causing a lot of anxiety because things can be criminals or malicious minded people exploit it. So I'll talk about these kind of things and what can be done to remain safe in cyberspace. Right. So there are various obvious questions which comes to our mind. First is, how do criminals get data about us? What do you think? How do criminals know your address or your phone number or anything about you? How? Anyone? How do they get your credit card data? How can they do transactions on your name?
So, because of our profiles on social media.
Okay. No, my question is, let's take one specific example. How do criminals get our credit card or debit card data? Any idea? So what happens is, when you go and make payments, for example, you go to a petrol pump or you go to a POS machine, let's say you're buying something and you give your credit card. Now what happens is, when you give your credit card to that person, there could be a pinhole camera in his shirt. And when you are giving your card for swiping, while swiping the card, he can swipe the card like this and he will give it to you like this. This way, that pinhole camera in his shirt has recorded both sides of your credit card. So now if I get photos or videos of your credit card from both sides, can I do a transaction as a criminal? What do you think? You require an OTP, right? But OTP is not there on that credit card. What can happen in that case? How somebody is getting OTP also? Can you tell me? Anyone? No idea? So what happens is, OTP is required only in India. If I have your credit card and debit card data, I can actually go to Amazon.com or a BestBuy.com, and if I type in credit card or debit card data, I can do transaction without requiring an OTP. So what should we do? Is there a solution to this problem? Solution is multifold. One is, remove one digit from the back of your credit card from the CVV number. That way, criminal will have both sides of credit card or debit card, but he can't use because he needs 3-digit CVV number and you have erased one of them. Other could be, disable international transactions using your mobile banking or net banking. Go to your net banking of your credit or debit card or bank account, disable international transaction until you are going out on your own. If you're not going out, Somebody having photograph of your front and back of your credit card cannot do international transaction, and hence you are saved. Right. So these are some of the very easy things which we can do to avoid our data getting compromised. Right. Similarly, people in the system who are getting paid least. For example, when you get your documents photocopied to a photocopier guy at a shop, there are possibilities that he may take extra copies. How he will do it? You wanted two copies of your PAN card and Aadhaar card. He will press three in his machine. He will put your PAN card and Aadhaar card on the glass, and then he will put two paper in the tray. Now two copies will come out. Nothing is happening. You will pay for two copies and leave. Now, once you have left, he will put two more papers in the tray because he pressed three. Machine is waiting for one more paper to come in and to print one more copy. So your PAN card or Aadhaar card, extra copies could be done like that. Right. So anybody, for example, in a restaurant, the person whom you are giving your credit card for, paying money, photocopier guy, all those people who are least paid in the system are the one who are leaking your information. Then there are other sources. For example, what do you do with your boarding pass once you have traveled?
So sorry to interrupt, but your camera is off.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. So my question is that in case you have traveled and your boarding pass is there. What do you do with the boarding pass once you are back? Once you have traveled, many of us throw it away, right? The boarding pass contains lot of personal information. All those boxes which you get, delivery boxes and such, parcels which you get, your ATM card slip. Let's say you withdrew money from ATM and it gives you some information on it, right? What do? Most people throw it there only. So as a smart criminal, what can I do? I will stand near the ATM machine. I will just take out all the paper which are and wait. Let's say there is no ATM slip which is lying in the ATM machine, and you go and you do transaction and you come out, and now I go inside the transaction. When you are doing transaction in the ATM machine, I will go near to your car, note down your car number, note down whatever is mentioned on the windshield. You know what happens on windshield? You may have your society sticker or parking label of your office. It may also contain your phone number. In many cases, many people who park their cars, they want to keep their number there so that in case of emergency, somebody can contact them, right? So once you left your car to ATM machine, I will note down all these things. And once you come back to your car, I will go inside the ATM machine and collect the slip if it is there. Highly likely it is there. That slip will tell me how much balance you have, what kind of transactions you are doing. Now I also know your house number or address probably. I also know your office company or the office name. I may know your phone number. Like that, I will build your profile. I'll go near to your house, and the person who is coming to clean your house and take the garbage or the trash away, I will search that trash and get more information about you. So if I just do this for next 2 days, I can get enough information about you so that I can make and reset your passwords. Because what I need is I need your name, your mother's name, your date of birth, and some more information about you before I could go and reset your passwords in some cases. So whatever we are throwing out, I will discuss that in detail going forward. All that also contains gold mine of information which criminals want. So basically, people who are least paid in the system are the ones who are probably trying to sell off your information. So that is something which we need to, take guard against. Similarly, many times when we go home, we are very conscious of saving mobile data, right? What do? We switch off mobile data and we switch on Wi-Fi, right? Yes, no. Do we do this? Anyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so I'm not talking about public Wi-Fi. I'm talking about your home Wi-Fi. So most people switch off their mobile data in phone, but there is a issue here. Let's say you have switched off your mobile data, and then when you're going out of your house, you forgot to switch it on. Now what will happen? In case you lose your phone, it can't be tracked. That's problem number one. And part two of the information is if on your mobile phone both Wi-Fi and mobile data is on, and you are in your Wi-Fi zone in your home, by default your phone is configured to use Wi-Fi data. You don't have to ever switch off mobile data. If you are at home at your own Wi-Fi zone, by default, even if mobile data is on, it will use your Wi-Fi, not mobile data. So there is no point switching off mobile data, and that can be very useful in case you lose your phone, because if you have not switched off mobile data, it can be tracked. Otherwise, this will be difficult. So today what happens is anything and everything using technology can be counterfeited. Synthetic data, deep fakes, I'm sure you must have heard about it. So if I get one photo of yours, I get one video of yours, and I get one voice sample of yours, I can generate whatever I want, which means I can have you say something which you have not said. I can have you write something which you have not written if I get your handwriting sample. I can ask, I can make any video of yours. So in today's world, using technology, using artificial intelligence and deepfake and machine learning kind of technologies, I can make anything look realistic, which might not be real. So once upon a time, we used to say "Aankho dekhi and kaano suni" is the only thing which you should believe, which is not true anymore. In today's world, "Aankho dekhi and kaano suni" may not be true, and we need to take everything with a pinch of salt. Now, every few years we buy new phones, right? Is there anybody who has more than 5-year-old phone?
No, sir.
I doubt, right? So what happens is we buy a new phone because our phone is old, it's not taking good photographs, or battery is poor or slow, and so on, right? Now, when you buy a new one, when your old phone is working but not giving great performance, what do you do with your old one? Anyone?
We either discard it or maybe keep it or resell it again.
Keeping it means lot of wastage of resources. You're losing money. Device is getting older but not being used. You're generating e-waste. It could have been used by someone else. But if we do a factory reset and sell it, the issue is in today's world, any 2 to 3-year-old phone, if you give it to me, even after doing factory reset, there are tools, forensic tools, and there are tools which can be used to recover everything from your phone. So your photos, videos, contacts, WhatsApp chats, everything can be recovered if the phone is 2 to 3 year old. Because the latest technological phones may have little more higher encryption, but any phone which is having 2 to 3 year old Android or iOS in lower version, definitely the data can be recovered. So the solution is also very easy. What I suggest is if you have an old phone and you want to buy a new one, you do a factory reset of your old phone. Then once your factory reset is completed, now you connect it to Wi-Fi router of yours, connect it to permanent power source because battery might be low or not charging well. Then install something known as at home or AirDroid personal, these kind of softwares. They will convert your phone to a CCTV camera. Now place it strategically at your home. The camera quality in case of phone is very, very good compared to normal CCTVs which are there in the market, which are costly and very poor camera quality compared to phones. So you can make your own free of cost, extremely high quality, very small size CCTV camera with your old working phone. Right? So repurposing can be done, and that is the best way to safeguard data leakage of your old devices. Now, my next question would be, let's say you're going to your office and there's a pen drive, USB drive lying outside your office. What will you do? What will you do? Will you pick it up or not?
No, sir. I will choose the second option.
No, but then that's bad. Reason is, let's say your office has 100 people who are working, and 10 of them are at a lower end, lower staff, cleaning staff, and so on. They are not cybersecurity aware. What they will do is, let's say you have not picked it up, they will pick it up. And let's say if they have a computer in the office, let's say a clerk or a lower grade person who is having access to computer or the network, he will plug it into his computer where he is working. If there is a ransomware or a malware or a virus, it will come to that computer, and through that computer it will spread to all other computers in the office. So it's like a COVID virus, right? If one has it, it will spread to others. So idea is if you do not pick it up, someone else will pick it up. Better would be you pick it up and do not plug it into computer. Go to your IT team and ask your IT team to check it in a sandbox environment, professional environment, which is isolated, not connected to computers or network. And if it is of somebody genuine, return it. But if it is having any issue, you will identify in sandbox environment, your IT team will identify, and virus and the Trojan or a ransomware will not spread. That is the best way to handle this situation. How often do you go to permission manager of your phone? Typically very less, right? No, most people don't go very frequently. You have given rights to so many applications. They might be colluding, they might be sharing the data which they are getting from your phone. For example, there are loan apps. You want a loan, online loan apps. Once you seek loan, they will seek permission and access to your contacts. And what they will do, they will start blackmailing you that you give me higher rate of interest and return money in next 5 days, or else I will send your contacts that you are cheating, because they have access to your contacts. So what should you do? Whenever, for example, what I do is whenever I'm traveling in a car, or I'm in flight, or I don't have anything to do, I'll go to permission manager of my phone and start removing rights. Even if I remove some rights extra which are required, but I have accidentally removed it, it is not a problem, because that app, when I'm going to use the app, it will again ask. For example, there is a Zomato kind of app, and I want to report some food quality issues. It will say I need access of camera. So I'll give access of camera only for that moment. I don't give perpetual rights. And that is the best way to make sure that your data is not leaked. There are these smart bulbs today and smart devices which connect to your home network. They are in your home network, and your phone can be used to control them, right? You can switch off light, switch on fan, switch on AC using your phone, because your phone and that particular device is probably in the same home network. Let's assume that bulb has got fused, or that device which is was there earlier in your smart device is not working anymore. What will you do with the device? You can't keep them home, right? That will be too much of a garbage. But if you throw them away, problem is your phone has a password, but that device doesn't have a password. Smart bulb does not have a password. And smart bulb stores your Wi-Fi username and password in plain text. Somebody can just break it open, take out the wireless module which is there in your smart bulb, and connect to computer and extract username and password of your router. Now, once I have username and password of your router, I'll come near to your house in a car within 100-meter range when I can access your Wi-Fi signal. Connect to my computer, username and password is already I've got from the smart bulb. Now I can connect to your Wi-Fi, and now I can send out emails, threatening emails, or I can do attacks or misuse of internet. And anybody and everybody complaining will be against your IP address. They will come knocking at your door. Solution is very simple. When you are throwing these devices away, they are not working, their network is working. Connect to them through your phone, change the password there, and give some wrong password, so that whatever they know, remember that password is wrong. If you have already thrown away some bulbs or any device like that, change the Wi-Fi router password, so that whatever you were having earlier will no longer working. I'm sure you use Google Maps. Let me show you some very interesting thing. uh, See, can you see my phone? Okay, now here, I don't know how much is visible. So let's say if I put some location where I want to go, I think it's okay. uh, just a second, I think I'll just make small changes so that you can see this. Can you see my screen now? Phone. So in Google Maps, for example, if I say start here, so this is how you use Google Map, right? You want to go somewhere, you start it, and it will start showing you direction, right? Now this phone is there on dashboard of your car. When you are driving, you don't keep it in your hand, right? And if somebody snatches this phone is not locked, right? Yes, no. If I come out of this maps, it is not locked. Now what I am doing is I'm showing you a trick, which is let me go back. This is my map again. Now what I'm saying is if I lock this phone and do not unlock, only activate, this map is working, but phone is locked. So before putting your phone at a dashboard, you just lock the phone once, and then you do something which which I just showed you, so that your data remains safe. Let me reshare my screen. Okay. So the idea is that your Google Map, if you lock it, map will work. Your phone is locked. In case somebody, snatches your phone, in that case, your data is not gone. Your only thing somebody can know is where you are going, and he gets your hardware, but without your data. And that is a very, large saving according to me. That means, do you switch off your Wi-Fi, gaming console, Google Home, Alexa, computers, phones, everything every day? When you're not talking to Google Home and Alexa, do you switch it off?
No, sir.
No. So which what happens is all these devices are listening when you are not talking to them. If you're not saying hey Google, then also Google is listening. Alexa is also listening. Or they're recording all that data. They're mining this data. They're serving you ads based on your conversation. So all your data is being recorded and can also be used against you. In a case, in a divorce case in America, one woman has asked court to summon Google to submit recordings of Google Home to be used as proceedings in the case because they have recorded everything. So my advice is whenever you are not using Google Home, Alexa, or for that matter, any electronic device, not only just put them into sleep, actually shut them off. If possibly, take the power cord off. Your Wi-Fi router also should be switched off at least once a day for even 2 minutes, but you need to switch it off so that somebody who is having a constant supply of information from your networks, for example, somebody is doing Bitcoin mining on your computer for themselves. Once you switch off your Wi-Fi, connection loses, they lose the information, and they will treat you as an unreliable node rather than a stable node, and they will remove you from the list of exploited systems. You will be saved. So the idea is all your devices should be switched off whenever you get opportunity. Your electricity has to be switched off. Device has to be switched off properly. Do not put them on to sleep as much as you can. Put them into shutdown mode. Right? I'm sure you must have heard digital arrest, where somebody will say that you or your family member have been found with drugs or some kind of objectionable material. Your son and daughter has been arrested in some sex racket, or some family member has been arrested. They will try to put pressure mentally on you so that they can exploit your mental state to extract money out of you. So let me tell you very simply that no agency in the world will come online to investigate you. They will come offline. This is also true that tell your family members, the elderly people, or the people who are not very tech savvy, because they are the ones who will also fall for it. So this is something important. Also, like you will get message that you have violated traffics, or you will get investment tips. Invest in this stock or this through this app, your money will double. All these kind of things are happening, but believe me, anything which is too good to be true is not true, is a trap. Do not believe these kind of things. No investigative agency, court, CBI, police, anybody comes online and talk to you. Now, my next question would be, can you tell me what has more evidence, cars or phones? What do you think? Cars have more evidence, digital evidence, or phones?
Phone, sir.
So that's the obvious answer. But thing is, phones do have more data, but they are protected more. Let's say if I give you my phone, you can't get into my phone. There is no way you can break password. Very difficult. But same information is there in car because you have infotainment system which gets synced up with your phone. Some of the messages, latest messages, some of the latest call logs, some numbers are available if I take your phone to your car and switch on the car itself without requiring any passwords. Your car records what is the weight of the person. Not all, maybe any car which is a luxury car, 20 lakh plus, not only records what is the weight of the person who is sitting, what is the angle of recline, anything and everything is being recorded by these cars. So lot of things which are there, which we never consider will be there. We must be aware of that, information is being stored through sensors in these devices also. So do you think if you switch off your GPS location, your phone knows where you are? How does your phone know? Does it know at all, first of all? It knows your location because you are getting signal from a tower, and tower has a GPS. So if your GPS is off, phone will switch on to recording GPS location of the nearest tower, which means instead of knowing 2 meter accurate information, it will know 100 meter accurate information. Instead of knowing that you are at a particular lat long position, it will know within 100 meter of that lat long position, right? So again, let's say if I ask you who uses most outdated hardware and software in the industry, can you tell me who uses most outdated hardware and software in the industry? So your hospitals, bank ATM machines, they're still using Windows 95, 98 without any tech support or security support, which means somebody can hack into hospital management system and change the drug quantity, dose, and it can be lethal. Nobody. So if you go and visit hospitals, you will see their systems are really outdated. So we must be aware of what all is going on around us, what needs to be secured, what is the next area where security is required. We also need to tell our family members that if they are not following same security practice as we are, we are as weak as the strongest link. Security is only as strong as the weakest link, right? So we need to also tell our senior citizens, because they are the ones who have most money because of the retirement fund and nest egg, and they know least about technology, and we don't have time to help them. So as an adult or as a tech savvy person, it is our duty to help them out, understand. Otherwise, criminals reach out to them in guise of helping. They will do frauds. They will ask them to install screen sharing app like AnyDesk. And if they install, all the money will be wiped out. All control of their phones and devices will be taken by the criminals. So as an adult, as a technologist, it is our duty to make sure that we give time to senior citizens to help them understand technology and various things which they require. Otherwise, somebody else will, in guise of helping them, will exploit them. Have you searched about you on internet and what did you get? Many times we get more information than we can think of. There might be a list where we got selected which contains our mother's name or date of birth, which is a private information which can be misused. So if you get anything about you which is there on internet and you think this could be really potentially harmful, somebody can use it or misuse it, get it removed. You have all the rights to get it removed. There are various sections in IT Act which also give you right to get your information removed. Now think of a scenario that your phone is locked and you are there in the car, you are waiting at a traffic signal, and somebody snatches your phone because the red light is about to turn green. So it was 4, 3, 2, 1, your window was open, somebody came and snatched your phone. Now red light turned green. What will you do? Somebody is running away with your phone and traffic light has turned green. You can't find your phone using Find My service because you need internet for that, and your phone had internet which has been taken away. Getting SIM card blocked will take half an hour to 1 hour because you have to go to your service provider's place. Isn't it? Now let's see one more question and I will come back. You are on a 35th floor of a building and there is fire. What will you do? Anyone? This is an easy question. D. Yeah, we'll use stairs. So we have a consensus here. Reason is we know what fire will do. Our enemy is fire. Fire will cause short circuit, hence no lift. Fire will cause smoke, hence no waiting. Jumping is definitely out of question. So our actions are dictated by our enemy. In this case, our enemy is the person who is running away with our phone. You know what he will do with your phone? Let's say I am that person who has run away with your phone. What I will do is I'll take out SIM card from your phone, but I will not throw it away. I'll put that SIM card into one of my own phone and call one of my own number. Why? I want to know what is your phone number. Once I know your phone number, which is flashing on my another phone, the phone where I have put your SIM in, I will install WhatsApp, give your number, which I just found out, and OTP will come in next 1 or 2 seconds. Your WhatsApp will start working on my phone in next 30 seconds of snatching it. Now what I'll do is I'll put a status message saying this person has met with an accident. He is in Manesar in a hospital. This is doctor's number. 5 lakh rupees are required for surgery. Otherwise he will be dead. I'll put this status message, post it, then remove SIM and throw it away. Now all your near and dear ones who has your number stored will get this message. And they will try to call you back. SIM is thrown away. Nobody can connect you. They will try to contact that number given in the message. And there, one person will say, "Yeah, I'm doctor in Manesar. This person is really serious. If 5 lakh rupees don't come, we can't perform surgery." Many people start transferring money, panicking. Solution is also very simple. Like your phone has a password, there is an option for SIM locking in your phone. If you go to settings and search SIM lock or SIM password, SIM lock is the setting. If you go to SIM lock, there is default SIM lock, which is Bharti Airtel has, I think, 1234, and Geo has 0000, or interchangeable. It will ask you that pin, and after that, you can give 4-digit pin which you want. Once you have reset this pin, your phone, whenever somebody takes out SIM or restarts, will ask for this 4-digit pin before SIM can be used. And if you find it difficult to set it up after multiple wrong tries, phone SIM can get locked. So don't try more than once or twice. If you can get it done using 1234 or 0000, you do it. Else you go to your service provider and get it done through their help. This way, your SIM cannot be misused. What will you do if you receive 5,000 rupees on your wallet and somebody calls you saying, "I have accidentally sent it to you, please give it back"? What will your be response? What your action will be? Will you give it back because somebody has accidentally given it to you? Yes, no? No? Because if you give it back, it might be a criminal proceedings. Somebody might have done fraud with someone and money has come to you. But if you give cash, you become party to it. If you don't do anything, then also there is a problem. Your account can be frozen. So the best option is write to the bank. Either write to the bank through an email or through a letter and give it to the bank in hard copy and get it receiving. Because in case your account is frozen, that is the only thing which is going to help. Write to bank saying that in case of any dispute, I'm ready to give it back. I'm not sure from where this money has come. It might be genuine money which was supposed to come to me. But in case of any dispute, I'm ready to give it back. Don't return the money on your own. Let bank take it back on its own. If I ask you what were you doing last year same time, can you tell me? What were you doing last year same time?
Giving my semester exams.
Exact time, if I ask you, difficult to remember, right? So what happens is, if you go to your phone browser and type takeout.google.com now, you will be surprised to see something very important. Here, almost 60 to 70 fields which are recorded about you. For example, all the Google searches have you ever made, data is there. All your timelines or your GPS location where you have been in the last 10 years, when your phone was with you, everything is there. All this information can be potentially misusable. So what you should do, you should make sure that whatever information you don't want public to know, for example, why would you want your Google searches data to be listed somewhere? Go and delete it. But don't delete everything. Some of the information, if you delete, it will no longer be accessible. Things which you think should be deleted should be deleted. Things you think should not be available there, you can download them. There is an option to download offline and then delete. Some information you want to keep there itself. So accordingly, take your call. I'm sure we all post photographs, right? When we post photographs, it's not only the photograph which we are posting, we're also posting GPS location of the photo. We're also posting what kind of camera has been used, whether it's a Google Pixel or a Apple iPhone or a Lava phone or a Micromax phone. What is the quality of the phone, what is the cost of the phone, which is the operating system of the phone. All that information is part of the photograph. That's known as EXIF data or metadata. So if you really have to post photos, remove this data first. And there are very easy ways. Your phone has settings to remove it. I strongly recommend whenever you post something, only post it to your friends and family members. Post it little late, multi-year late. So for example, I post photographs saying I went to Goa 5 years back. And then I post those photos rather than I'm going to Goa today. This, as I was discussing, all these boxes contain a lot of information which come to your house for delivery. The outer box is containing a lot of data. You can't remove all that data, right? Using pen, scribbling, deleting, or taking seizure or removing it, time consuming. Solution is, what I do is I have a bucket of water where I dip this box and then throw. This becomes soggy and messy, very easy, very fast, and no criminal want to tinker with it. Do you take unknown number video calls? Video calls coming from an unknown number?
No.
Because you don't want to be in a problem, right? But let
Exactly.
me tell you, this is not the right answer. You are scared because somebody can record you in an objectionable position on the other side and can blackmail you. What
ऐसा
I
वही
do is,
बने.
when I get a call from an unknown number, video call, I take it like this. I put my fingertip on the front camera. They can't record me now. I know if the person on the side is right person, I remove my fingertip. If the person on the other side is something malicious, I will cut the phone with different finger. So answer is not no every time, right? We can be little clever. We can apply our creativity and smartness to safeguard us. Now let me show you some of the photographs, some of the links. Tell me which one of the link is fine. One of them is fine. Tell me.
Third.
What about fourth, ONGC?
नहीं.
So Googles and Yahoos have zeros instead of O's. ONGC is OGNC. SBI is not SBI, this is sbsmall.co.ln. As I told you, your eyes are not the best in the world. Don't ever click on a link which has been sent to you. Always type on your own. Right? Next slide, I'm going to show you some text which you have to read loud and fast. Very important thing is fast. Slow will not work. Please read it loud and fast. I'm sure everybody is able to read it very easily. Reason is we all are smart, we all are intelligent, and we use intelligence. And but criminals use this intelligence against us. They will send you a link which is OGNC info@ognc.co.in, and in the fly on a regular course of reading, your mind will automatically update information, read it correctly, and that is where some of the frauds happen. We need to change our perspective because, for example, perspective is everything. Can you tell me what can you see here in these? Are these some kind of modern art or some kind of block diagram, some kind of code?
ऐसे देखो अच्छा लगेगा. अच्छा बता रहा है. कैसे फ्रॉड करते हैं वो लोग एक एक करके.
What can you see on screen, please? So this is it. See, it's very difficult to figure it out, right? But if I just put lines here, if you see here, can you see lift in white? This is L, this is I,
नहीं.
this is F, this is T. Even if I remove these lines, you can have an imaginary line in your mind and can see there what is there. Same thing happens with cybercrime. Once I tell you how cyber criminals are doing crime, particular method, particular story, that will never happen against you because your mind will register it. Even if somebody is trying to do it to you, you will be escaped. Basically, all these criminals, they exploit human mind and human emotions like trust, greed, panic, fear of missing out, threat and disruptions. They will say कि आपका electricity bill नहीं pay हुआ and your connection will be disconnected, your credit card will be blocked, your account will be blocked. They will try to threaten you, they will play with your emotion and mind and do fraud. Right? So a piece of advice, never create a piece of electronic data, audio, video, or text which you do not want to retain forever, because anything and everything once created can be recovered. You give me any data which was once created, whichever device or drive it was there, I can recover it using some tools, some technologies which may or may not be known to you. So in today's world, survival of the most aware is the mantra. If you're not aware, things will go wrong. For example, let's say you're going for a morning walk and you see 400-meter away, there is a car which has hit a person and run away. You go to that person and that person, is hurt. It's seemingly hurt. And he says, can you give me your phone? I'll call my family members to come and pick me. Will you give your phone to help him? Ideally, people, want to help. They will give their phone. and this person, in guise of taking help from his family, will dial something on your phone, and he will say, he will dial call forwarding on your phone. He will enable call forwarding on your phone. Now all OTPs will be forwarded to him. This was a planned accident. So as Sakshi ma'am told correctly, you should not give your phone. You should ask him, do you want to call police or ambulance? Dial accordingly. Dial 100 or dial ambulance rather than giving your phone to any person. So prevention is better than cure is also applicable in digital world, because we don't do that. This is the book which I have written, Cyber Unsafe. It's available on Amazon. This contains small stories, which is like myth busting exercise against, what happens in technologies. 1 or 2 page small stories, how people have exploited and what to do. It also contains all the, tips and tricks to avoid cyber crimes. And in case you have read the book, I would request you to write a review on Amazon web page, also on LinkedIn, and if you like the book, spread the word around so that others can also read the book. So this is like a myth busting exercise. Some of the things I'm skipping which are not relevant. So in conclusion, what I would like to say, make a note of all your digital assets, because digital assets are important. There is no inheritance. If something happens to me today, my Google account will not be given to my family members. My Google Drive data will remain there. Nobody can access it. Google Photos, my photos of my family members will not be given to them. So make an inheritance plan. Put PIN on your SIM or do the SIM locking as I discussed. Lock your phone while driving using Google Map. Restrict international transaction and put limits. Remove CVV number from the back of your credit card, or at least one number from there. Always take backups. Shred your garbage. Delete data from social media which is not important, or at least unfriend with those people whom you don't know, whom you have only heard. Only those people whom you meet personally, physically, they should be your friend. Never install any app from any link. And in cyberspace, if somebody is trying to help you without you asking for help, I'm telling you that is a fraud. So with this, I'm about to be open to questions. So we need to be cyber safe. If there are any cyber crimes, especially the financial cyber crime which happens, report it to 1930 without panicking, because if you report it on time, money can be stopped and frozen in criminal's account and can be retrieved. But if you delay it, if you withdraws money through cash or bitcoins, then it can't be recovered. You can also register your complaint on cybercrime.gov.in. Sancharsathi.gov.in, a website where you can go and check how many SIM cards are there against your Aadhaar. You can report some number who is trying to harass you or do fraud against you. And there are many more services like that. With this, you can reach out to me through WhatsApp in case of emergency on this number. You can also mail me, and book link and my LinkedIn link I will be sending in the chat. I also have a YouTube channel where I just post these videos which are there. So feel free to connect to LinkedIn or YouTube or through the book. And if you have any questions, please do ask.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, please.
Yes, sir. Just a few moments ago, you mentioned about that we can get our digital data removed from the websites. And you
Yes.
also mentioned the statutory provision, that is the IT Act 2000. So
Right.
how do we do that? Can you brief us or brief me on that?
Yeah.
a
So
bit?
if there is any data about you, so first is, if there is any data about you which you think should not be there, you can write to the owner of that particular website. For example, there is a university where I got selected and they put all this data. I can write to the university webmaster. They will remove it. And if the data is not removed under section 79(3)(b), you or the nodal officer of wherever you want to report it, they can write to the service provider to get it removed. And if the data which is there on the website which pertains to national security or sovereignty or religious sentiments which can create some kind of public order or which can hamper our public relationship with other nations, those data points can be reported under section 69A to the government of India.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir, for the enlightening session. This session has set a strong foundation for the upcoming session. We are now opening the floor for questions. The instructions for question and answers Participants, please drop your questions in the chat. If you wish to speak, raise your hand and I will call you one by one. We will take as many questions as time allows. Yes, Kanika, you may proceed.
Sir, my question is, uh,
Yes,
as you
please.
have told us that whenever we receive a link, we should not directly click on it, but rather type it. So, as you have given us a link here, it has numbers in last, the first link that you.
So what I'm saying
Okay.
is, it is like, let's say if you requested for, you subscribe to particular thing, and there is an email which has come for authentication, you have to click the link. I'm saying if it is coming without you requesting for it.
Yes, that's what happened with me. Like
Mhm.
last month, I
Mhm.
got a link from someone on WhatsApp, and they said that you have to review this place, and then we will give you
Yeah,
200
so there was
rupees,
a
I
greed
guess.
involved in, right? So
Yeah.
they gave you some something which they offered you, and you fall for that.
No,
So
no,
as I told.
I checked it how the Google Map link actually looks like.
Mhm.
I checked for various locations, and then I found that the particular numbers mentioned there were not in the perfect code like
Right.
how Google writes. So
Mhm.
I never clicked on that.
So, okay, I got it. So, what I'm saying is, if somebody sends you a link and in the end writes at the rate something else, other link, browser is designed that anything before at the rate is, discarded. What you see is the initial part which is genuine. Sometimes at the rate is, after that, the part is non genuine. So, as I told you, this session we were discussing, I have given the link, it's authentic source. But you did not request for it, it came to you, and somebody giving instruction, don't follow it.
But if I type that particular link in my browser,
Then also the
would it?
same problem will happen. That link you never requested. I'm saying, for
Okay.
example, you get a link from SBI saying, click on this link, we are sending it from SBI. Don't click on it. Type SBI in case you want it to do something about it.
All right. Thank you so much.
So here, I think this is a good question. So what happens is, for example, you search for, let's say, some device in your home is not working. So you type Samsung customer care, right? You get a number, and that's a WhatsApp number, and you say something, and they send you a link. That could be a fraudulent link because that number was not of a Samsung thing. So anything which you are searching on Google, typically no customer care number is mobile number. Most of the time, this is 1800 something like that. So if a link is coming from there, until you verify thoroughly, don't click on the links.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Any other question? Any other question?
Sir, I think there are no more questions on the floor.
Okay.
Thank you, sir, for addressing every question with such clarity. This session has already reshaped how our trainers understand digital risk. With that, day three comes to a close. On behalf of Naksh Foundation and Project CyberShield, we extend our sincere gratitude to Mr. Gaurav Gupta, sir, for delivering an insightful and engaging session. His clarity and real world examples have given all of us a strong beginning to this journey. We would request you to fill the post assessment form. Tomorrow, we will have the fourth session on digital safety for senior citizens shielding the elderly online. You will receive the reminder and link well in time. Until then, stay aware, stay curious, and keep strengthening the shield. Good night.
Thank you.